MCS. So I did a video for you guys on the Helix magazine and compare some other magazines for you so you know the difference between the magazines that we have. All right, let's get started. This is your Helix magazine. It's pretty much toolless. You don't need any tools to kind of open this up, service, repair it, clean it, whatever you need to do to it. So the first thing you do, you depress this two little button right here. Depress it down and you can open it up. Be careful when you do that. There's these two buttons right here, then the spring tension, they might pop out. So we recommend it just slowly pull it away. I don't want to pull too fast because the spring gonna pop out and create a problem right there. See, it'll fly it over the place. But that's the idea. You pull it out, and now you have the spring right here. You depress this, you pull it out, come right out. And you open it up completely other way. So now this is all your component that's inside. This is the door. We call this the L part, looks like an L shape. We call this a C part, look like a C shape. This is door return spring. This is the detent, steel ball detent, and this is, we call the snow cone spring because it looks like a snow cone or ice cream cone. All right, that's pretty much all the component that's inside the Helix magazine. It doesn't use any of the ratcheting system that's like this one. This is the old magazine that we have. And other magazine too that's out there in the market that currently out there, it uses the winder to wind it up. But what it does is that it also has this little string in the middle of the magazine, in the spring too. And that what the spring does is pull back this little follower and thereby coil up into the wheel here. Over time, of course, it gets jammed. The string gets broken and create all kind of problems. We've been using this design for like 15 years and we decided to do away with this ratcheting system completely and make it where it doesn't need it and it fits a lot better, reduce jamming and other problems. So you can see that why we did away with that. I know other magazines out there still using it and use the winder. It's great, convenient, but at the same time, you want a magazine that is reliable when it comes to feeding. All right, so that's the reason why we did away with all the parts. Now we're gonna put it back and show you how to put it back. All right, so the first thing you wanna do is you want to put the door into place. And all these plastic part here, you can actually put it into a dishwasher and wash it. All the metal part, like the spring, you can set it aside and use your oil to lube it to make sure it doesn't get rusty. But other than that, you don't really have to do too much to it. Magazine do get dirty, guys, so if you play, it gets dirty. You have to clean it. If you don't clean it, it get gummy up and it doesn't feed properly. So of course, dirt get in there too. Making sure you take care of the magazine when you're using it. Okay, so you have the door, the door return spring, the L shape, and then you have the C shape right here, little taper right there, and then you drop in your steel ball. And then you put in the spring. If you have a magnet, a flat piece of magnet, put right under the magazine, it will keep the steel ball into place so that way when you put it together, it doesn't pop out. See that how it just jump out? That jumping out will cause you have to start all over again, and that's not very fun. All right, when you put your top side on, see the little window right here, just kind of match the window exactly. But you want to put the channel in first before you put down to the window. Otherwise, it will pop everything out and then you have to start over again. It does take a little bit of practice, but after you get good at it, it's pretty much simple how to do it. See how I'm able to put it right there, no problem at all. And now you can put this spring in and I'll keep it in place so that one doesn't pop out. From here, you push this spring in. All right, and there, now you just push it in here. Okay, something I want to show you for those that are replacing the spring on the Helix magazine, especially from shape projectile to non-shape projectile. A lot of times people have been replacing the entire, take the whole thing apart. It doesn't, you don't really have to do that. And I'm gonna show really quick on doing replacing the spring without having to take the whole thing apart. So first what you do is you want to get a little screwdriver here, depress this this little slot right here, depress it down a little bit here to open the door, and there let that side down, crack it open a little bit, see how that just go in. So so let's do reverse. Say you have a brand new magazine and you just pull it out like this, and now you just want to replace the spring inside. So what you do is you just crack it open just a little bit right here in the bottom, get a small screwdriver, flathead, and help push up the little nub right there. It just should come right out, and then you see how it's come out right there. Push it up right past the door right there, and then that's all you have to do. That's it. It come right out, and then for there you just pull the whole spring out without having to take the whole magazine apart. And now you just change your follower, and then you just reverse the process. Just put everything back in. This little door is flexible, so it's not going to hurt the material or anything. Just put it back in. So it's going to be a lot faster doing this as opposed to having to remove the entire assembly, especially when you need it right away. See how I'm able to put it right there and put it in. Put your button back together. And push it just like that, and now you just got a whole magazine just assembled, toolless. Magazine, they do get dirty, they do go bad, so therefore that's the fastest way for you to maintenance the magazine and keep your game going. Something I want to talk to you about is this other DMAG version. This DMAG version, there are so much question about it. Which magazine is better? Which one is for me? Which one should I use for my game? They are both good. This DMAG is the magazine I would recommend if you are shooting in a humid environment and you have really brittle paintball and it's wet. The spring on here is super light, so it gives you that straight feet up, and therefore putting very little pressure on the projectile as it being pushed up into the chamber to fire. As opposed to this magazine right here, you are shooting a full 20 rounds, a lot of pressure being pushed through around the curve right here, so therefore it put a little pressure on the ball. If you're shooting just round balls and in a humid environment, this is where to go. If you're shooting both type projectile, shape projectile, first strike round ball, Helix better for it. You can use a standard spring to shoot both projectile. Just pay attention to where the projectile is at, or you can use the shape projectile version. You can shoot both type projectile as well. Just pay attention to the environment, the type of ball you have, making sure that check your chamber, make sure the projectile's in the chamber. All right, guys. That is it for your Helix and DMAX and other type of magazine that's been used out there. You guys have any question, comment, or concern about magazine, you can visit our website, get them through a chat, and we're able to support you. Thank you for watching.